Hi, my name is Belgica and I am an actress, and I use these tripods to film YouTube videos and self-tape auditions because I am an actress. And up until recently, I didn't spend very much money on my tripods because I was just like, it does the job, it's a tripod is a tripod. But I realized that spending a little bit more money really made my life easier because recently I bought a more expensive tripod as a gift, and I used it and realized, wow, I should have bought this from the beginning. So I'm going to talk to you guys about 5 different tripods. The most expensive one is going to be $79, and then the cheapest one is going to be $8. And I'm going to tell you the usability of it for filming, just sitting down or standing up like I am right now and just filming, and also the self-tape auditions for the people that are watching this that are actors. So first of all, of course you are already on my favorite tripod because this is my absolute favorite tripod. The tripod that I'm using right now did not come with a phone mount. So it actually, the whole thing in order to be able to use it is closer to $100 because I got this to hold my phone on, and it is really durable. It is just so much better than the ones that go up and down with the little spring, which I'm going to show you in the other ones. I have noticed that the more expensive tripods usually don't come with a mount. You have to buy a mount separately, and it's totally worth it. I have purchased this one a couple of times just because I also gifted it, and I just really like it. Whenever anybody asks me for recommendation of a phone mount, I always send them this one. This phone mount is very durable, and you can adjust it to a lot of different sizes. So you just twist this over here, and then you can adjust it. So you can, as you can see, it's separating right here. So you can just adjust it to your phone size, which is a lot better than the ones that are a spring. Those I do not like, and they're just a lot easier to break. So this tripod, whenever I do self-tape auditions, I just bring it closer to what the framing is for self-tape auditions. And this one has a ball head that allows your camera to rotate really easily, like this. So let's say I needed to do a full body shot. All I'm gonna do, because the ball isn't tightened right now, is I'm gonna spin it on its side, and then now I can do a full body shot. And you know, I would frame it a little bit better than this, but what I'm getting to is that it's very easy to switch it up, because in self-tape auditions, they do ask you to film horizontally, but for your full body shot, it's okay if you need to do it vertically for a second, and you can tighten it if you do want to leave it horizontal like this. So this one is my absolute favorite. It's really tall. I'm a very tall person. I'm 5'10", 5'11", and this tripod goes up to 62 inches. So I don't have to worry about putting it on top of anything in order for me to do my audition standing up. And for YouTube videos, of course, this is retractable. So the legs, you can retract them in to be pretty much any size you would like. I do some of my videos sitting down in front of this paper backdrop, and so it's really easy to just make this short enough for me to be sitting over there. So this one is the most expensive one that I'm going to be talking about today. It's $78.99 for the tripod, $19.99 for the phone mount, and it is my favorite. This is pretty much the only use I get out of it. The ball that can rotate and allow me to do a vertical shot really easily and then switch it back to a horizontal, allow me to make it shorter or taller as I need, because like I said, I'm a pretty tall girl, so I need my tripod to be nice and tall. For Zoom auditions, nowadays a lot of auditions are self-tape or Zoom. I haven't been in an in-person audition since before March, so sometimes there's some miscommunication in the Zoom auditions where they say, oh, we want you to, you know, do your audition horizontal. And then once I get into the audition room, they're like, oh, hey, can you switch your video? We want to see, you know, vertical because this is for Instagram ad or whatever. Then it's really easy for me to just switch it without having to be like, oh, I'm sorry, let me, you know, without wasting a bunch of time. So it is a little bit more of an investment, but honestly, I've had so many tripods that if I just started with this one, I would have already saved so much money, because one of the ones I'm going to show you, I've actually had, this is my third one because it just broke so easy. And of course, any of the products I talk about today, I'm going to put the links in the description, and yes, I'm going to make some money off of it if you want to know how I and so many other people make money off of leaving links in their descriptions or sharing links. I've made a video about it in the past if you want to see that one. But let's go to the next tripod. When I got from Target, my tripod broke and I had to get a tripod really fast. So I just went to Target. Again, this one did not come with a phone mount, but I already have the phone mount that I love. So, you know, I just would add this one right here. This one works very similarly to the other one because because it is still pretty tall. This one is 66 inches, so it's taller than my favorite one. This one has this handle, so it's a lot easier to move around. It's not as easy as the ball one because you have to use this in order to do a vertical shot, and you tighten it with this, so it is a little bit harder in order to, you know, move that, because you have to move this to look the right way, and then you have to move this. It does have a little level right here, so you can see if your camera is nice and level, so that's really nice. And then it has a handle right here if you want to move it around easily, and this is pretty cool as well. This is how it gets even taller, so I mean, that's pretty cool. I've definitely used this one in auditions as well, and in Zoom auditions where I had to move it around before I got my favorite one. But yeah, this one's pretty cool. The brand is called Mercury. Target usually doesn't have that many tripods, so if you have a Target near you, you go to the tripods, you're gonna probably find this one. And it is, again, 66 inches and retractable. So all of these are retractable and can get pretty small. So this one is another pretty standard one, and the legs do rotate a bit like this to just make it, you know, make it be more stable on the ground. But this is it retracted, and I would say it's comparable to my favorite one, except it doesn't have the ball, so it doesn't allow you to rotate your phone as easily. But other than that, I mean, I really have no issues with this one if you're never gonna have to record vertically, if you're just doing YouTube videos and you're not going to have to record a full body shot for auditions. And I would say this one's pretty good, and this one's $35.49 plus tax in Target, and I'll try and see if they might also sell it on Amazon so that I can link it there for you guys. This tripod is $26.99, and it can get up to 47.3 inches, so it is still pretty tall, but it wouldn't really work for me for full body shots because this is how tall it is. And even if I turn it, because it does have this gooseneck, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to try it. It has the gooseneck, so it would be good for vertical videos in order to switch it if you're sitting. But if you're standing, you would have to be pretty far in order for it to be able to get your full body shot. So it has this piece right here that you just add, and this is the gooseneck part that you add. And then this one has, similar to the phone mount that I like, it has, you know, an adjustable one where you spin to adjust instead of have the springs. So that's pretty good. It'll last a lot longer than the spring ones. So for this one, if I were to have to absolutely use this for a self-tape audition, I would put this on a table or a bookshelf. I would say if you are gonna spend $26.99 on this, might as well just do the Target one and spend a few more dollars, and you can get a lot more use out of it if you are doing self-tape auditions. If you're doing YouTube videos and you're gonna be sitting down, this one's fine. Another thing I have noticed about cheaper tripods is that they come with these remotes, and if you don't have one of these and you are an actor or a YouTuber, you definitely need one of these, because you can stop and start your video in between takes, which is sometimes you need to stop, read your script again, or go over the lines a couple of times or whatever. You can just hold it and start it, click as you're, you know, doing your audition and just standing away from the camera, especially if you like to use the back camera and you're not able to see yourself while you're filming your self-tape audition. You can just turn it on and off. But this one came with a little remote as well as a little clamp for your remote, which is really useful because I have lost mine many times. And this one is a newer 24-inch tripod. This one, I have had a few of these. Newer is a brand that I have purchased a few times, and this is a tripod that I have broken a couple of times. So the first time I broke this little handle, and it was a little bit cheaper. So the one I got last time that I broke was like $13.99. I bought those a couple of times, and this broke, and then something went missing over here, and it wasn't usable anymore for the other one. This one does have the phone mount that is a spring that I really don't like, because sometimes my phone slips. I have a Samsung and it's pretty big, so when I put it on here, I'm just like struggling to get it as big as it can go, and I just don't like it. For me personally, it's really easy to break, but the good thing about this is that you can just switch it to a nicer phone mount if you wanted, but it does come with this one. So this one is $22.99 and it is 54 inches. So if you are shorter than me, if you're around 5 feet, this one would work for you for self-tape auditions. It is pretty sturdy, especially for the price. And if you are looking at the newer tripods and you see one that is $13.99 and then you see this one that's $22.99, this one is so much more durable. Just the clamps right here, they're so much more durable than the other ones, and the materials in general. And the other one, this whole thing is plastic. This one has metal right here, so that's so much better. And of course you can do this. Most tripods that don't have the rotating ball, you can do this too, so that you can film vertical videos if you wanted to, or horizontal ones. So it's pretty easy to transition. But the ball one, I mean, you don't even have to like turn anything. You can just keep it in a medium position and then you can turn it all around if you do have that ball. But yeah, this one is pretty good. I would say if you are filming only YouTube videos and you're not going to have to do anything vertical where you're standing up, if you're sitting down and filming YouTube videos, I think this one is really great. Just take care of it. These things are just not, you know, they're not like the best quality, but they're good enough for you to put your phone on, just like less than a pound that you're going to be putting on it. This one I would definitely recommend for just anybody that is 5 feet tall and going to be filming auditions, or anybody that's going to be sitting down and filming YouTube videos. If you want to use this to vlog and then make it taller to set it down, that definitely works too. So I would say out of all of them, if you're not super into filming a bunch of videos and you're just seeing if you want to get started on it, definitely this one, because it's the cheaper one and I just really like how small it gets and the usage I have been able to get out of it for the price. This last one is 6.5 inches. I don't even need to move away from the camera in order to show you the whole thing. And it did come with another one of these, which I already have so many, so I just left in the box. And it's the same exact remote as every other one that I've ever gotten. And this one again has the spring phone mount, which I don't like. And if you're using any of these tripods, I don't think I've mentioned this before, for camera, you can definitely use it for a camera as well. And these ones, you know, it just has that little screw that you can put your cameras on, or any kind of phone mount. Again, you can switch to any other phone mount. This one does have the rotating ball, which is pretty nice. And then it has these little legs. So for $7.99, I really like this just because I am able to hold it. You know, first of all, you can fit this in your purse or pocket. If you have pockets that are big enough, it's just so small. It's really easy to carry around, especially for vlogging, because I don't know if you guys have ever tried vlogging with just your hand, but your hand definitely gets more tired if you're just holding your phone versus if you're holding something like this. So this one, even for self-tape auditions, if you have a really small bookcase, like the IKEA ones that have the metal sides, then you can definitely wrap this around those legs and then be able to use this, you know, at any height, because your bookshelf is probably taller than you are. You can put this on the bookshelf and be able to film your auditions there, and then you can just turn this so you can do a vertical shot as well. So this one is pretty good. I would say even if you like don't think you need it, maybe you can just buy this one and keep it for later, because you might need it for a vlog or an audition where they're like, okay, I want you to pretend to be vlogging. You'll be able to control the camera better, your angle. You'll just be able to film it better with this one. And for $7.99, you also get the remote, which, like I said, the remote is usually like $5 to $8 or something like that. So skip buying the remote by itself and just buy this. And it comes with a remote. So personally, the first tripod, the most expensive one, is my favorite. It's the one I use for self-tape auditions and for filming YouTube videos the absolute most. But any of these, I think, if you are getting started in filming videos, might work for you. And the phone mount makes a lot more difference than you think. It just makes my life so much easier to be able to flip my phone really quickly and to put my phone on really easily. And if your phone mount breaks when you're trying to film an audition, it's going to be very frustrating. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you figure out what kind of tripod to buy for your self-tape auditions or for your YouTube videos. And at the end of every video, I feature another channel. This is today's feature. If you would like to be featured on my next video, make sure you're subscribed, like this video, and leave me a comment.